I am black and I am me. People say I'm just a piece of debris. People say I'm not good enough, smart enough, and pretty enough. But nah. As Rosa Parks said when she gave up her seat, I'm still black, still proud, still standing, still loud. People say you're a girl, you can't be an engineer. You're black, you can't be the next Steve Jobs. You can't draw good, you can't be a doctor. I don't believe in the word can't. This is not just my problem, not just a problem in the US. This is a world problem. I don't need to be mixed to be beautiful. I'm not wearing this outfit for you, but for me. You know my name, not my story. My skin, not what I've been through. So stop judging me. Remember, the shade of your skin is a gift from God. Latte, chocolate chip, cookie dough, whole wheat bread. Your skin is history. It's 2020 and black ain't dead. We're alive and better than ever.
Man, that was so amazing, Nyla. And she coming straight from Brooklyn, New York, bringing that spoken word to this stage. And from one spoken word artist to another, supremely enjoyed your work. Thank you so much. And for all who don't know, my name is Brandon Leak, winner of America's Got Talent Season 15 and an executive producer here with the wonderful people of Team Harmony. And today's specific topic is how the arts are related to the fight in social and racial injustice. So here we go, and let's do it.
Amazing stuff there from Nyla in Brooklyn, New York. She's a spoken word artist, and here's the kicker. She's only 13 years old. You got that? 13! I'm telling you, we need to hear more from her. But anyway, hello everyone, and welcome to webisode number 2 of Team Harmony's Hate. What are you gonna do? I'm Angel Salcido.
And I'm Ellie Barquette, filling in for Miranda, who was here last month, but is now in quarantine thanks to COVID. So be well, Miranda. Okay, if you're new to us, we're glad to have you. Our job with this program is to educate, inspire, and engage youth all over the world to stand up against hate.
And I'm Kahari Higgins. This month, we're focusing on how the arts can help promote racial and social justice. We do this by having a team of global youth reporters all over the world. They look a lot like this.
This is Aaron Martinez reporting from Española, New Mexico, USA.
Sahana, Algeria. Hiroshima, Japan.
Argenteuil, France.
Malang City in Indonesia.
Goya in the southwest region of Cameroon.
Buenos Aires, Argentina.
Lahore, Pakistan.
Brussels, Belgium.
Ontario, Canada.
Nagpuri, Chile.
Kabul, Afghanistan.
Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh, India.
San Juan Capistrano in California.
Luanda, Angola in Africa.
Reporting from Poznan, Poland.
Viana do Castelo, Portugal.
Viejo del Carmen, Belize.
Reporting from Kenya.
Almere, Flevoland in the Netherlands.
Ocean State, Nigeria.
Andahuayla, Apurímac, Peru.
Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Reporting from Rende, Calabria, in Italy.
Pretty dope, right? It's their job to find stories that may not be making the news, but they're important examples of how people around the world are standing up to hate.
Now, if you missed last month's show, you missed reports about albinism in Ghana, the Black Lives Matter movement in Austria, and a piece on what it's like to be a young black woman in Belgium. They're definitely worth checking out on teamharmonyfoundation.org.
This time we're doubling the stories. New reporters, new countries, new issues. And we'll be hearing from amazing musical artists T.I., Taz Taylor, and Big Sean right here.
We've got folks causing good trouble all over the place. So let's go find some in Egypt, where Zainab talks about the changing role of women in Egyptian film.
Hello, this is Zainab reporting from Egypt, and this is Team Harmony, presenting women in the frame of only being housewives, incapable of taking decisions on her own and have no control over their lives, was heavily presented in the Egyptian media. One famous example for this is Amina Said in the Bain al-Asrain movie. Let's watch it together. This false image says that women do not have a full command over their clothes, their body, or even the labor produced by her hands, as if the only thing women could do is ensuring a high-quality service for either her husband or her children, which promoted gender inequality and consequently many hate crimes against many brilliant young ladies in Egypt. No objection, no opinion is allowed. Lately, there was a notable redirection from reducing this false image to highlighting many skilled and capable women. Let me welcome an Egyptian rising star and one of the founders of He and She Initiative and my college mate who believes in the value of art and media, عمر راشد.
اصلا ما فيش واحده زيك تشتغل شغلانه على توب.
المشوار ده انا ما مشيتش فيه قبل كده يا راجل.
انت قاعد مشاكل عشان البت الطليانيه.
والمشي مع النسوان الاجانب على الفيس وصورهم العينين اللي بعتوها لك هي اللي بتجيب الفقر.
Let me ask you a few questions on your short movie, if it's possible.
Sure.
After reading the script for the first time, have you seen it like as just an interesting and nice story or a message that you really wanted to share?
Actually, both. I like the story and I really wanted to be a part of it. It's about a woman who is empowered to support her family with no man, and I really felt that it has something I want to say, which is believing in gender inequality and the problem it ends in the society and how it accepts woman who's working, not in the woman herself.
Yes, sure. Okay, the second question. As a man, do you feel any kind of offense or self-doubt by the idea of gender equality?
No, actually, I believe that the competition in this life is skills based, not gender based. So I'm always supporting the gender inequality, and it gives really diversity in the community and the way we think.
Sure, thank you, Omar. Thank you for it. This is the first time I discuss women's rights and women's issues, and the first time I interview someone is actually a man, which is not very common in Egypt, as you know. So thank you all for participation, and thank you all for listening. So let Omar conclude the episode by giving the word for the Egyptian celebrities and Egyptian bloggers and anyone who has many followers on Instagram and Facebook.
Okay, all I want to say that whenever you have voice, you have to use it right. So, and the gender inequality is really a big issue in our community. So use your voice to make a better community for us and for your country.
خليكي حلوه عشان ابقى حلوه انا كمان.
Nice job, Zainab. Now, before we leave Egypt, we've got another report we want to show you. Yasmin highlights a youth-led initiative that uses art to integrate refugee children into Egyptian society.
Hi everyone, this is Yasmin Ahmed, Team Harmony's reporter from Egypt. Today I have a very special guest with me. She's not only a town leader or a hero in her community, but she's also an advocate for the SDGs and combating racism. She's one of the people who's working for a better future, and a better future that starts with kids.
Okay, Ohana Initiative is a youth-led initiative that works on the integration of the refugee children into the Egyptian society by using art. So we provide art workshops for the kids, like drawing and painting, dancing, and theater workshops for both Egyptian children and also refugee children from Sudan and South Sudan, Syria, Yemen, Libya. Our main target is to educate them about peace, about non-violent communication, about how to accept each other, culture of dialogue, and also this is like a contribution from us to eliminate all forms of violence and discrimination practiced against the children in Egypt.
Could you tell us what is the reason that made you do such thing?
As a social activist, I'm so interested and passionate about peace building, about nonviolent communication. So I thought that what can I do to overcome the challenges that we face in our society? And as you know, that one of the most important challenges is the bullying and discrimination practice in Egypt, especially against the kids. So I decided to combine my hobby, which is art, with my passion for creating more peaceful and inclusive society to support the kids or to support the refugee children living in Egypt and to educate them more about peace and about culture of acceptance, because I see that the art is the simplest or the best way to communicate or to deliver your ideas and your values for the people, no matter their nationality, their age, or their language. So that's why we decided to use art as our methodology.
So how did Ohana impacted you, and how is your relation with the kids?
They educated me many things, or they really inspired me. I learned how to express my feelings, how to be honest with myself, how to be creative. Also, they encourage me to be a better person.
Thank you very much, Amira, for being here with me today.
Excellent job, Yasmin. Thank you very much.
One thing we loved doing in last month's webisode was sending our reporters out to ask a whole bunch of people one question. So to get things rolling, we have Brenda from Nigeria.
And this month's question is, what song or artist inspires you to make the world a better place?
The song and artist that inspires me to make a world a better place is Imagine by John Lennon.
It is Treat People with Kindness by Harry Styles.
Fyodor Dostoevsky.
Humble by Kendrick Lamar, an American artist.
The song that inspires me to make the world a better place is We Are the World.
Stuck About Love by David Ashrita.
Yeah, I really love Burna Boy.
Don't Give Up on Me by Andy Grammer.
I would say Techno, yeah.
There's Whitney Houston, her song One Moment in Time.
Dancing on the Moon by Unknown Brain.
Florence and the Machine, Florence Welch.
Forgotten Promises by Sami Yusuf.
Where's the Love by Black Eyed Peas.
Mine is Fight Song by Rachel Platten.
What's Going On from Marvin Gaye.
It's Not the Same Anymore by Rex Orange County.
This is Heal the World by Michael Jackson.
An American Trilogy by one of the most famous Americans of all time, Elvis Presley.
I don't know about you at home, but I can think of about 14 songs that do that for me.
For me, it's The Show Goes On by my man Lupe Fiasco, 100%.
Well, I'm all about some J. Cole when I need a lift.
And for me, I guess it would be This Is Me from the movie The Greatest Showman.
So where shall we go now? I have an idea. Let's go to Cuba, where Ninian finds an artist turned activist who leads a project that empowers all of society to stand up against sexism, racism, violence, and homophobia.
How is the best way for a music artist to fight sexism in an industry predominantly occupied by sexist men? I had the opportunity to interview an amazing Cuban singer and wonderful human being. Her name is Rochi Ameneiro, and she is the founder and director of the musical project called All Against the Tide.
Quisiera que este canto y este amor dieran contigo, que caigan las paredes de lo prohibido.
Can you tell me about how this project was created and which are its main goals?
Fundamos un proyecto en el año 2011 que se llama Todas contra corriente. Desde el principio ha tenido como objetivo visibilizar a las mujeres de manera integral, luchar por la no violencia contra las mujeres y las niñas e involucrarnos en las actividades sociales, las acciones sociales que hay por la cultura de paz. Es decir, eso incluye estar contra la homofobia, contra el racismo, a favor de la diversidad cultural y todos estos temas que nos atañen actualmente en nuestra sociedad y que nos parece bien unirnos como activistas. Las personas que estamos vinculadas al arte nos convertimos en líderes de opinión. ¿Por qué? Porque tenemos acceso a muchos oídos. Por eso es importante que usemos nuestros espacios para mandar mensajes de bien social. Y en este caso es lo que hemos hecho nosotros con el proyecto Todas contra Corriente.
Which have been the biggest challenges so far?
La gente piensa que por estar defendiendo la no violencia contra las mujeres y las niñas tenemos que ser todas mujeres. Error, porque para defender la violencia contra nosotras tenemos que sumar a los hombres, a toda la sociedad. Y ha sido importante también sensibilizar a personas que nos amparan desde el punto de vista institucional. Cuando pusimos el proyecto sobre la mesa, aunque muchos de nuestros dirigentes son machistas, entendieron la necesidad de que esto es un bien común, es un bien para toda la sociedad. Y yo creo que por el camino uno de los logros ha sido sensibilizar a esas personas que al principio eran tan machistas y que ahora están entendiendo nuestro porqué.
What have you learned from such experience?
He aprendido a que hay que educar desde las edades tempranas, que la familia es muy importante y además he aprendido que hay que nutrirse de información, hay que asesorarse con especialistas en los temas que uno pretende defender. Hay que tener una disposición a cambiar cosas que ya tú pensabas que las hacías bien. Y yo creo que también es importante ayudar a los demás a que cambien con uno. Y bueno, de eso se trata este proyecto también en general, es de educación, es de sensibilidad y hacer nosotros mismos mejores personas.
This is Linian Rodriguez, reporting from Havana, Cuba to Team Harmony.
Well, I did study Spanish in high school, so Niñan, te quiero decir mil gracias.
We here at Team Harmony have a close friend in the radio biz who has a show that airs worldwide. He calls himself DJ Pup Dog. That's right, Pup Dog. And we're excited to have him on board because quite frankly, he knows all sorts of stars in the music business. And he's a super cool dude himself. So we call this segment Celebrity Take with Pup.
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy DJ Pub Dog, straight from Pakistan to LA to Boston, right here with you guys at Team Harmony. Thank you so much for having me on. I do a bunch of radio shows. I'm on in Boston on JM 94.5. I'm part of the iHeart National team, so I'm on a lot of stations. And I'm here with you right now, man, talking to some of my celebrity friends about how we could spread some more love, man. My first guest, I had a chance to chop it up with my guy, man. He's been in the game for a very long time. You definitely know a lot of his records, man. He actually just dropped a new project too, man. Big shout out to my guy, T.I.
What you need to do is be thankful for the life you got, you know what I'm saying? The term Black Lives Matter is a term that is used to fight oppression. You know what I mean? There would be no need for Black Lives Matter if the oppressor or if white supremacy or the neo-Nazis, the far rights, or whatever they call, whatever the KKK is calling themselves these days. So if there was no, violence and hate and oppressive measures taken against our people, there'd be no need for Black Lives Matter. And everybody knows this. To pretend to be oblivious just means that you're part of the oppression.
The homie T.I. right there, man. He just dropped a project, so I really do appreciate him jumping on air with me and talking to you right here at Team Harmony. My next guest, man, I had a chance to chop it up. First time I actually met up with him, too, man. He's a good kid, man. One of the biggest producers in the world right now. He's got a bunch of producers under him. Internet Money got one of the biggest streaming records in the world right now with Lemonade. Taz Taylor of Internet Money jumped on air with me.
What's up, Team Harmony? It's Taz Taylor from Internet Money. We out here. What's good? What's up?
All right, real quick, bro. I know you got a lot of love around the world, man. How do you encourage people to come together across racial and social divides, man? How can we end this hate that's happening right now, bro?
I think, my whole team and everything that's going on is everybody from different backgrounds and everything going on like that. I come from the South where there's still a lot of racial tension going on and stuff like that, of course. So I think just really understanding everybody's backgrounds and where they come from, but also understanding the type of stuff that they have to deal with, for being the color they are, where they're from or their background, anything like that. And really just, being there for them, on a different standpoint as a friend and just really understanding and listening. I think that's one of the most underrated things is people don't put themselves in other people's shoes. And I think that's what you just got to do and understand we're all the same at the end of the day. You know what I mean? We all got the same blood in us and everything like that. So it's just, just appreciate people for who they are and what they come from and understand their cultures and respect them. You know what I mean?
That's what's up, man. I knew that answer would be easy for you because you got a whole team, and I know you got people coming from all around the world in your squad, man.
All around the world, you know what I mean? It's you never know. You reach your hand in, you pull out something else, different flavor every time.
Taz Taylor of Internet Money right there, man. Those guys are on fire. He's actually the creator of Internet Money, Taz Taylor, man. Lemonade is one of the biggest streaming records in the world still, right now. Still going on, man. So shouts to Taz Taylor for jumping on air with me to talk to you right here at Team Harmony. My last guest, man, this guy has been on fire for a long time, straight from good music, man. This is a good friend of mine, man. Big Sean, Detroit 2 is out right now. I had a chance to chop it up with him about how he would want to spread love. Check this out.
My advice to kids and, is just to count your blessings, because it's the funny thing about counting your blessings is when you do and acknowledge that, more blessings come. So just always remember that. Always remember that you never know what somebody's going through, I remember people were making fun of Chadwick because he looked skinny in the video, at one point. And people were, oh, look at him, man. He needs to eat, blah, blah, blah. And we had no idea how, crazy of a situation that he was going through and how much of a sacrifice he was making to make us happy. And there's a million examples like that. So just treat everybody with the respect you know, like they're going through the most in their life, but wishing them the best in life, you know, because when you do that, people are going to want to work with you. People are going to want to give you money, give you love, support you, and do business with you, and vice versa, man. So just stay up, man, for real. Keep your mentality up.
Shouts to my guy Big Sean, man. I know he's crazy busy right now with his album that's out right now. Detroit 2, definitely go check it out. He's got a lot of big records on there. That's the homie right there, man. Thank you for having me on. And like I do every night on my show, man, I always end it with J. Cole, love yours, because you got to love yourself first. And you always got to spread love and be kind, all right? Pub Dog, I'm out.
Thank you, Pub Dog. Now back to our world tour. Our next stop is Kenya, where Caroline talks with a famous singer-songwriter about how his music promotes peace and changed the political atmosphere in their country.
We're going to talk to Eric Wainaina, a popular Kenyan artist and songwriter. His song Daima was instrumental towards promoting peace and oneness in the middle of the ethical differences in our country.
Our glory lies in unity, our strength in our accord. Hatred and disparity we cannot afford. Daima mimi Kenya, mwananchi mzalendo.
These songs highlight on the social and political injustices in our country. So what inspired you to come up with these wonderful pieces of art?
I came of age in the 90s, and one of the things that happened was we had been living under a very despotic regime of the former now late President Daniel Arap Moi. And then when Kenya returned to multi-party democracy, there was pockets of violence began to erupt throughout the country. And we then saw violence in Rwanda in about 1994. And then the violence in Kenya started, we had seen violence in the Rift Valley in 92, the first time we had a multi-party election. Then we saw it happening at the coast in 1997. And about that time is when I began to realize that there was definitely a lot of use of ethnic language, not so much because as Kenyans that we felt a particular way against neighbors, but it was being used by politicians to advance a particular agenda.
Daima mimi Mkenya, mwananchi mzalendo.
Every few minutes could feature in our radio stations, in our TV stations. Do you think that that song, which is your wonderful piece of art, contributed towards changing our political atmosphere?
People say that the song would give them a lot of encouragement at that time during the post-election violence. Well, we hope that a work of art can change the way people feel about something. Every single day, we turn on our televisions and watch the news or read the newspapers, and the narrative, the dominant narrative being spread by the politicians is that we don't care about you. The opposition that we are getting from just the general frustrations of everyday life seem to be eroding the good work of the works of art.
Very insightful. Thank you for this opportunity to tell us about promotion of peace in our society, because I believe as a Kenyan that your songs, ever since I've been young, I've been listening to your songs, and they've really played a major role towards promoting peace in our society.
Ooh, getting down with the Kenyan vibes. Thank you so much, Caroline. Nice work.
Let's keep this train rolling with our next stop in Portugal, where Lenore talks to a comedian about how he fights racism in his country with comedy.
Welcome to Portugal, a country with a history of colonialism and slave trades. In our present society, we tend to dismiss racist behaviors, but they still exist. The path to solve an issue is confronting it. And what's a better way to do it than through laughter?
My name is Carlos. I'm 28 years old and I tell jokes on stage. They tell me I'm pretty funny and I'm pretty good at it, and I believe them.
Carlos Pereira is a Portuguese humorist. I asked him, how can we fight hate
with humor.
I use humor to do the right thing in the right way. If you ever get the chance, you too can use laughter to tackle those things that are wrong.
Carlos has been to the national television, and through his stand-up show, he stated that Portugal is a racist country. That made many people uncomfortable. Why?
No one likes to be called a racist, even if they are. No one likes it because being a racist means being a bad person, and no one wants to admit that.
With his work and writing, Carlos is questioning the system that we all live in. Because even after all of these years, black people are still told to go back to their countries when they are Portuguese.
It's frustrating to grow up in a country that doesn't welcome you, that doesn't recognize you, that's constantly telling you that you're from somewhere else, that you don't belong. People get frustrated, right? People don't want to stay silent. What do you have to lose if your homeland tells you that you don't belong? You've got nothing. You don't have a homeland. You have nothing. There are legacies to carry on, and there are legacies that have to be ended, and this one needs to be ended.
Carlos doesn't consider himself as an activist, but the recent growth of extremist ideologies has made his voice louder.
This generation is much more interested and much more aware. It's a generation that gets involved and wants to make a difference and an impact. It's more and more urgent to choose a side, hopefully the right side, because it's no longer possible to remain indifferent.
Carlos is hopeful in our generation.
If you want a better world, then don't just make it better for yourself. But it's more than just reading. It's talk. Talk with each other. Start a conversation with people that have different ideas. Share your own thoughts. As long as things remain bad, I'll always have something to talk about. If after 8 years I'm still talking about this, then I think that says much more about our society and our country than it does about me.
And now, a final advice.
Don't give up. It might seem hard, but in the end, you'll feel better. In the end, we'll all throw a big barbecue and be very happy for everyone. That's what I believe.
I'm Leonor Castell, reporting from Lisbon, Portugal.
Checking out the comedy scene in Portugal. Thank you, Lenore. Nice job.
Everybody come on. Now when you see them threes up, you know what they represent. What's that? Be real, be righteous, be relevant. What? Be real, be righteous, be relevant. What? Be real, be righteous, come on. Be relevant.
Well, first of all, how are you that energetic? Who are you anyways?
Bro, I'm D1. I'm all over the world, bro. And I'm always this energetic because I'm high off life.
Well, tell me a little bit more. Like, what kind of music do you do, and why is it so awesome for you?
So I'm a hip hop artist, bro. So I like to rap. I like to make words rhyme. And I like to have a message in every one of my songs because I know that my songs are going to live forever. I put a message in my music that really connects with people's hearts. And once you win over someone's heart, then you'll have their support. What I'm in love with is my purpose in life. And my purpose was to reach people through my music. So I'm using the platform of being a rapper to help get out a message that's real, righteous, and relevant. When I say be real, what I mean is love yourself. You were created to be exactly who you are. You're not less than, and you're not inadequate. So love yourself and be real. Be righteous means that doing the right thing is always right, and doing the wrong thing is always wrong. So be righteous. And lastly, be relevant. In order to be relevant and to change this world for the better, you got to shut up and grind. You can't make excuses. To be relevant, you have to work hard because guess what? The people who are spreading hate and spreading evil, they're working hard. So we got to outwork them. So that's why I appreciate Team Harmony. I appreciate everyone who's coming together in the name of righteousness and love because being real, righteous, and relevant is what's going to change the world.
Well, I think one thing that everybody's searching for is to find their passion, right? I mean, we all work to get the money to survive, and it seems like you found your passion. How did you find your passion, and what would you say to somebody who's still looking for it?
What would I be willing to do for free, and what am I naturally good at? And when you figure out that, you realize what your passion is, and then you make the decision on how to use that passion to make the world a better place. So that's all I want people to do is to follow those 2 steps. That although the world is pushing money on you, what you really want is peace of mind, and that's priceless. And that peace of mind comes from doing exactly what you were put here on earth to do and knowing that you're not in competition with anyone.
You know, I think something that everybody thinks of all ages is, man, I'm only one person. What can I do to make a difference in this world? What can I even change? What would you tell to somebody who asked that question?
One fan who told me, bro, your music is powerful, and I don't care what these record labels say, you are anointed, kept me going when I felt like, you know what, I might just quit rapping. I don't think I'm gonna make it. So the power of one is real. That's why my name is D1, because I feel like I'm the one that was chosen to be in this rap game, bro. And the power of one is something that you shouldn't feel down on yourself because you're only one person. You should feel like a one-man army or a one-woman army. You feel me? When you're great at what you do, you'll always be in demand because there's a shortage of people who are great in this world. There's so much lukewarmness and people who are mediocre at their job, and it's because they're not passionate about it. So if you're passionate, you're gonna be motivated to be great. And when you become great, the paycheck is there, trust me.
So D, I want you to give us a few of your bars here. Give us a few of your bars that talk about racial equality, social justice.
Sure. All right, let me just spit something for you if that's cool. All right, check it out. Look, I don't know if the world finna end, so I'm up late with the pad and the pen. They say we gonna be good, they don't know when. I just want things to be normal again. COVID-19, yeah, put us in a hole, made us see we ain't really in control. Everybody going through a rich and poor, white, black, Spanish, Asian, it's so obvious that it's time to change and put love first and stop playing games and lift God up and say his name because we hard up and we feeling pain. Can't be the same when it's all over. If for George Floyd, fallen soldier, justice for all, that's a big task, but I'ma die empty with a big glass. I'm a truth teacher with a big class, got a calling on me, that anointing falling on me. When you gonna stop stalling, homie? Gotta make your presence felt now. Figure out who you could help now. Spread love and protect your health now. Spreading love is the new wealth now. Let's get it.
Ooh, boy. Oh, man.
Yeah. It's real in the field.
You're like that for real. You're like that for real. Man, D1, thank you so much for joining us, man. I have to say, for me, it's a pleasure and a blessing to be able to meet you and to talk to you today.
Man, thank you so much, young brother. And what you're doing with your talents and with your life right now, trust me, bro. Trust me, you made the right decision. So just keep going.
I'm telling ya, that guy just doesn't stop. A million thank yous, D1. Okay, we have time for one more story, where Noor in Egypt talks with an inspiring young singer about how she uses her music to fight against hate.
Hi, I'm Noor Salah reporting from Cairo, Egypt, and today I'm going to be covering the story of a very inspiring young singer. Her name is Maya Abdelaziz. Maya Abdelaziz is fighting for social and racial justice, and she's fighting against hate through her songs. Let's all see the story of Maya Abdelaziz.
كل واحد ركز بس ازاي يعيش انسان ما بيفرضش رأيه كلنا بنحاول نعيش ايام وشهور وسنين واحنا بنكافح نكون في الدنيا دي بني ادمين ما تصعبهاش على نفسك ولا على اللي حواليك مستحيل انسان كل الناس توافق عليه.
So I want to ask you, what motivated you in the first place to do these powerful songs?
I think that just knowing that music is such a powerful way to change minds and change behaviors and even change like cultural norms that are, like harming other people. And it's very important to sort of fight hate with love. And I remember one of my first songs was called Beautiful Muhammad, and it was to talk to the world about Muslims not being portrayed as violent or, entitled or hating of the, other religions, just true Muslims, And it started a channel of wanting to sort of talk about this in all of my music. Mm-hmm. And to me, music is very personal because it talks about, a certain mood that I'm in or something that I want to alter in how people receive things. And it just took on to other songs from this one,
Okay, so what other songs that you did and you think are powerful and made impact to this?
I would say a couple of other songs, a song called Ashka Wahda, the bravest one in Arabic, and another song that's called Kullina bin Hawal, and it means we're all trying. And to me, Ashka Wahda was very personal because it talks about empowering women, especially in the Arab world, because they're just fighting a lot of battles. So I believe that fighting hate or just being, different is a battle on its own. And music, to me, is my way, of fighting it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
Happy to have you today.
Pleasure's all mine.
تحس انك مش قدها حب نفسك قبل ما أي حد يحبها. أصلك بشر مخلوق عشان تسيب أثر. هيحاربوك عشان مختلف، ما العقول دي مطربة. أيام هتكون مش قادر، خد وقتك وارجع أقوى. أفكارك هي سلاحك، اعرف إزاي تملكها. الطريق للتغيير طويل، محتاج طاقة ومعافرة، وانت قدها يا بطل.
ارمي خوفك وكمل مهما الدنيا جت عليك. هدفك قدام عينيك، وفي يوم وليلة هتلاقي نفسك وصلت.
Again, another great story. Thank you, Noor in Egypt.
So that's a wrap, and we hope you enjoyed it. A special thanks to our global youth reporters, Zainab, Yasmin, Ninian, Caroline, Lenore, and Noor. You guys rock.
So until next time, peace.